Well, hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? How is your evening going? How was your day today? My day's been great. Fantastic. March 6th, 2019, the 6th of March. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. Windy day, windy night last night, windy day today. Really started blowing yesterday and continued blowing pretty steady. High winds, had high winds. The harbor was rocking last night. It's still not nearly as windy now as it was last night and this morning, but still blowing pretty good. I actually haven't checked the forecast to see when it's going to subside, but boat's not so animated right now as it was last night. Boy, trying to sleep last night, man, it was just a bouncing all over the place. Oh, see you live. Hey, Kim, how you doing, sweetie? Haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you here. Hey, Pilot. Hey, Martin, how you doing? Hey, Dan. Oh, yeah, another beautiful day in the neighborhood, guys. Just another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Did a little boat cleaning today. A lot of boat cleaning today. So, Carrie, I don't know how many times I have to say this. I'm not sharing that information. So, you'll know when I let everybody else know. I'm not sharing that information until it's a done deal. So, anyhow. Thanks, Pilot. Appreciate that. Hey, Yankin. Yep, Kim is in the house. So there you go. Anyhow, I took the dog for her walk this morning. Relatively uneventful. In the high wind, I was really able to get some distance throwing the stick today. I used the wind to my advantage and was getting some real distances for her. So much so that it kept messing her up. She kept losing track of where the stick landed. Because my hang time was longer than it normally would be. So if you know what hang time is. So anyhow, hey Andy, what's up, brother? So anyhow, we threw the stick for a while today, and I had to help her find it a couple of times. She's really beginning to learn to use her nose now. She's learning to run downwind and then work her way up into the wind and find it using her nose. So that speeds up the process somewhat, but sometimes I throw it too far and it's going to be a submarine. Yeah. No, it's not going to be a submarine. I'll share that much with you. It's not going to be a submarine. Anywho, I had fun throwing a stick. What else did we do today, huh? I don't know. I got back here to the boat and been cleaning the boat all day. Vacuuming and mopping and getting dog hairs removed everywhere and scrubbing decks and washed the head down and cleaned the bathroom and cleaned the kitchen and reorganized the quarter berth underneath me, pulled everything out from underneath it. And as you can see, a couple cases now up on deck, trying to organize and make some room. And dug out some more stuff I'm going to try to get gone with, stuff I don't need. I really don't need a copy of Charlie's charts for Alaska anymore. I don't need the Alaska cruising guide. And I probably don't need the Lake Erie maps anymore. So I'm going to see if anybody down here wants them. See if I can give them away. Present them to somebody. Oh man, just trying to make some room. Just trying to make some room. So, new addition in the hood. Bill's been replaced by a trimaran. I think I'm aimed at the right boat. Am I aimed at the right boat? I can't see there. Yeah, I think right there, that's a trimaran. That's where Bill used to have his catamaran. There's now a trimaran. So, let's see. Hey, Smoking. Don't ever say never. There you go. Are they still doing the swap meet this weekend? No. Unfortunately, they're not. They've moved it back another week. I think they're talking about the 17th now, Andy. So I don't know if that's going to do me much good or not. It may be too late for me to do that. I may have to go ahead and move everything anyway before that. So Things may be fairly imminent. I actually have 2 different people coming tomorrow to look at the boat tomorrow afternoon, and I've got another fella coming in on Sunday, and a few others that said they're going to come but haven't scheduled yet. Really, I haven't had the boat ready to be showed to anybody. Still don't, actually. Probably won't on tomorrow afternoon either, but I'm going to show it anyway. Ready or not, here we come, right? Like that old thing we did as a kid with that Ollie Ollie infant. I don't know what was that, Ollie Ollie infantry or whatever. Here we come, whatever that was. I don't remember what we did when we were kids. Something like that. We just went anyway. So, yeah, kind of an interesting looking trimaran right there. That's it right there next to us. Wide boat. Not a lot of room in a trimaran. They really are not very roomy. Oh. He's got a lot of little sail up at the back to help stabilize them, I guess, while on the mooring. But I don't know. Interesting setup. We also have a new catamaran right there. That guy's new. Once again, it appears as all the mooring balls have filled up again. All of the mooring balls that were empty around me now have boats on them. So, and barking dogs, and a generator, a very loud generator. Guy over here in front of Three Penny Opera, the guy in front of him, he's got a Honda, but boy, it's a loud Honda. I mean, Three Penny Opera's got a Honda too, but I don't usually hear his. I hear that guy's really loud. I don't know, maybe it's an older one or something. I don't know, but it's a loud one. But it is one of those red Honda 2000s, so. Ooh. Yeah, so all the mooring balls are pretty much filled back up again. So the first batch of people have all left for the Bahamas, and now, as I understand it, there's a bunch of other people in here now staging to go to farther ports. Some people are going to be heading up around the west coast of Florida. Some people going to the Bahamas. Some people are heading back north already. Starting to make their way north. They're going to start working up the coast of Florida, and I didn't think we were that late into the winter already, but I guess spring is just around the corner. By the way, cheers, friends. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I'm telling you, kids, there's nothing like an ice cold beer. Nothing like an ice cold beer. So anyhow, that was pretty much how I spent my day. Did a little bit of real estate work, not much. Just, pissing on fires, taking care of the, returning phone calls and emails and that kind of stuff. Being responsive to stuff, but not really proactive, just being reactive today for a little bit. Got all that stuff done. And then just worked on cleaning the boat. Scrub-a-dub-dub, a man and a dog in a tub. That's pretty much all we did today, was worry about cleaning the boat up and get things spiffed up as nice as we could. So, and we didn't get nearly as much of that done as what I had hoped, but we got the important things done. We got the head area cleaned, and we got the kitchen cleaned, and so I've got to do a lot more vacuuming. I had to charge my vacuum up today. It runs off a 18-volt DeWalt 18-volt battery, or the 21-volt. It'll run off either one. But I had to put my battery in the charger and charge it back up. My batteries, I should say, both of them. So I have two. One for the vacuum and one for my drill. The sun's still up pretty high. We don't have much of a sunset developing yet. A little bit of cirrus cloud structure above where the sun's going to set. So it might throw some interesting color and some shapes, but we'll have to see how things go along. Hello, Rosie. How you doing? Other than that, pretty uneventful day. Nothing real exciting happened. No, I can't think of anything. I had leftovers, or as I like to say, there was a historical reenactment at dinner time tonight, otherwise known as leftovers. That was good. That was very good. And this guy behind me, he suspends his dinghy from a line on the side of his boat, lifts his dinghy up out of the water, and then has it suspended on the end of his boom. And he's got a line hanging in the water from his dinghy. I just noticed. So there, maybe we'll swing around. You can see it. Yeah, see there how he has his dinghy sort of hanging off the side like that. If you notice, it makes his whole boat sort of tilt. His whole boat is tilted to the right because it's supporting the weight of the dinghy and the outboard off to the side. But yeah, he swings his boom way over there and then lifts his dinghy completely up out of the water using a block and tackle system. So, kind of interesting. Kim says she's missed everyone too. Well, we've missed you, Kim. We have. We enjoyed you guys always chatting and being part of it. So, anyhow, boy, quiet night tonight. We got 74 people watching, but a quiet night tonight, huh? Other than that, really hasn't been anything exciting. I mean, it really hasn't. I've just been down cleaning. I got up on deck, straightened up some stuff. What in the hell was that? Something just squawked. Huh. That was weird. I just heard something squawk, but I don't see anything. Almost sounded like a chicken going, "Wah." You ever heard chickens? That's what chickens do. They go, "Wah, wah." Oh well. Are you going to buy a camper van next? No, I can tell you I am not buying a camper van. North Korea active again with nuke. Oh, really? Huh. Well, they're trying to put pressure on the Don. Trying to get their treaty or whatever pushed through. I have total confidence in Donald's ability to negotiate, so I'm not too worried about them. The view never gets old. No, let me turn it around. Let me turn around so you guys can have the view. There you go. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. That's the view. Let me square you guys up here a little bit. There you go. You were kind of cockeyed. Yeah, that's kind of the view off the, I mean, that's the view I'm facing right now. The camera's facing the exact same way I am. Just chilling out here in the harbor and enjoying the view. Oh. Exciting, you couldn't tell us anything. If it was exciting, you couldn't. Well, Martin, unfortunately, that is true, yes. It's been very cold today, 36 heat wave. Well, we had it really cold here in the Florida Keys. It was 61 degrees this morning. 61. I actually had to pull out my big blanket. Dog, what are you doing? Get out of there. Lily, leave it. What are you doing? She's trying to get her tennis ball out of where I put it away. I don't want her getting her tennis ball out because she'll bring it up on deck and she'll drop it and it'll go over the side. And then she's going to want me to have to go fetch it, and I'm not going to go do that. Nope, not playing tennis ball today. But yeah, that view is pretty nice, isn't it? And Martin, you're absolutely right. Yep. I can't share with you what's going on anyway, so I just tell you I had a really quiet day. That's true. Aside from the other stuff I'm working on, I had a pretty quiet day. This is sort of an interesting boat. I don't know if you see it coming into view right now. This guy right here is really long. I mean, it just looks like a long boat. I don't know what the actual length of it is. And of course, my dog and my light on the dinghy is now in your way. Oh, there's a beautiful view of the dog's butt. Really move. But yeah, this sailboat right there. Lily, get. Now get out of the picture. There we go. This sailboat right over there behind my dinghy light. Just a really long sailboat. I guess because it's just not very, it's not wide for its length. It doesn't seem like it's scaled right. It's like they took a 35-foot boat and stretched it out to 48 or something. That's about what it looks like, 40, 46, 48, something like that. Oh well, that is what it is. Anyhow, pretty quiet day in the neighborhood. Yeah, I can't think of anything that happened today that was of any interest. You know? No big major changes in lifestyle, no news of any kind that I can share. Just you know, the usual stuff. So, oh, I got to turn around here. Oh, come on, dog, get. Why are you always in the wrong spot, huh? Every time I turn around, dog, you're in the wrong spot. Why is that, huh? You just like being in the way, is that it? Anyhow, that's the guy with the noisy generator right there, that boat right there. The name of the boat is No Worries. I mean, not that it bothers me. I run my generator all the time, too. I'm not complaining, mind you. I'm not complaining at all. But I just hear his generator more than I hear his generator. He has the same generator. His is much quieter than his. Just odd, that's all. But it's all good. Oh, let me sit you guys down here a minute. Hey, there you are. There you are. So, what else? What else? Lily's dog food, of course, got here the other day. Filled her barrel today. That's the problem with buying that big bag of dog food. You know, I like buying the big bag because it's a better value. You know, you get a lot more food for the money. But I can only fit about half of it in her dog food barrel. Boy, something bit me right there, mosquito or something. I only fit about half of it in her dog food barrel, and then I end up with half a bag of dog food running around. So, a rusty muffler. Maybe, you know, maybe it needs. Maybe he just needs to put a muffler on. Maybe it doesn't. Well, no, it doesn't sound like it doesn't have a muffler. It's not that loud. Just louder. That's all. Yeah, it could be his muffler shot. I didn't think of that. 36, a whole heat wave, huh? Ted Turner shoved Trump over table, and 79, New York Yacht Club over disagreement. Well, that's no big surprise. Two titans going head to head. You're going to have some fights going on there. So, yeah. So the boat here with the loud generator, the name of it is No Worries, and they're from Eaton Rapids. Looks like Eaton Rapids, Michigan. And of course, that's the problem. They're Michigan people. So go Bucks. Us Buckeyes aren't too keen on them. Hello, dog. Hello. Aren't too keen on them Michiganers. I'm kidding. It doesn't really bother me one way or the other. But that's always been a Big Ten rivalry between them and Michigan and Ohio State. So there's another new boat up on the other side here as well. Anyhow, so that's No Worries there from Michigan. And then there's a boat, Fairhope, Alabama. That boat up there, Fairhope, the name of the boat's Daydream from Fairhope, Alabama. So, interesting little canoe type dinghy going by. Go Blue, there you go. They're Honda Gen knockoffs that are red and black. I forget the brand name. Okay, well, maybe. Might very well be a knockoff. I don't know. Might very well be. But, yeah, that's sort of an interesting little canoe. It's an all aluminum canoe, but the back is flat. You know, it's got a flat stern on the back for putting an outboard on. Not very stable. I mean, not the ideal choice that I would have. You know, we might as well talk about dinghies a little bit, because there was a guy who used to be a follower of my channel. He's not anymore. Fairhope is home to Jimmy Buffett. Oh, okay. Huh. Didn't know that. I doubt that's Jimmy's boat. I think Jimmy would have something a little bit nicer than that. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice boat, but with Jimmy's money, he would have something a little bit nicer than that. Anyhow, so there was a guy I knew that was on my channel, and he was arguing with me that, you know, the best investment for a dinghy would be to go out and get an aluminum John boat, or a aluminum, you know, deep V aluminum boat, because you can buy them cheap and there's lots of room in them, and. Okay, but here's the thing. When you live in a sailboat community, everybody drives around bubble boats, inflatable ribs, for a number of reasons. One of which is you can bump into other boats and not scuff them or scratch them or damage them in any way, because the sides of your boat are soft. So yeah, those canoes would be good for lakes, shallow water, that kind of thing. Not really an open water boat. Not really ideal for here. Anyhow, he was convinced that, you know, the right dinghy to have would be like an aluminum John boat, or a little, you know, 16-foot deep V that you could use for a fishing boat. Because, my gosh, you can buy one of those for a whole lot less than you can a rib. Well, yeah, but it's not nearly as buoyant. You can't overload them like you can a rib. They do swamp. They flip in a wind. They do. They flip over in a wind, and that's a big problem with them here. Don't, just quit making me wet. I'm gonna have to beat on you. Can I beat on you? And pump you in the nose, huh? Can I punch you in the nose? Can I punch you in the nose? Dog abuse. What about owner abuse? I'm gonna report you to owner abuse. Anyhow, so the other thing is that if you have a aluminum, like that guy's canoe, or even a rigid boat, even you know, one of these little runabouts, little Boston whaler kind of boat, something like that, people here will actually prejudice against you for that. They don't want that boat coming in contact with their sailboats, because you'll scuff up the sides. You'll scuff it up, you'll scratch it up, you'll tear it up. So people prefer the dinghies. Now, with that said, I saw a dinghy at the dinghy dock the other day, and it had two great big bolts sticking out the side of it. I have no idea why there would be bolts sticking out the side of the dinghy, but two really big bolts sticking. I mean they were sticking out probably inch and a half, inch and 3/4 out the side of the dinghy. So I can't imagine why anybody would have that in an inflatable. Seems to me it would just make it leak, you know, putting a hole in the side and putting a bolt through it like that. But sure enough, somebody had it that way. So I've not seen that before anywhere. So it just is. But yeah, people don't want those boats up against their sailboats. So and I have noticed that people that have those kind of boats aren't necessarily invited to hang out and party with everybody else. You know, they actually really do prejudice against them. So I don't know, pretty interesting stuff. But I don't know, we'll have to just see more with time, obviously. But I just wanted to give that guy a heads up that that's not a good idea. If you're thinking about buying one of those aluminum boats, not a good idea. People don't want to tie up their boat next to you, and you know, the dinghy dock is so full, and there's so many boats over there, it would just be rude to go in there with a big old aluminum boat and tie that up, taking up all that much space. And then, you know, anybody that ties up next to you has to have concerns about, you know, some sharp edge sticking out of your, it's gonna fall in, some sharp edge sticking out of your boat that might do damage to theirs. So it's a real concern, and so people don't like them. They don't like them at all. You will ostracize yourself from the community if you show up in some big old nasty thing that's going to, possibly scuff or damage other people's boats. They will not be happy with that at all. So anyhow, let's go ahead and take a little bit of a view of the sunset. It's starting to get there. There you go. See, it's starting to develop. Sun's still up, but it's kind of a nice red fireball. Getting a little bit of light and stuff up on the clouds over it, and that line across the top is kind of cool. We'll say this much, my back has been bothering me the last couple of days. I think I've actually put some weight back on, and my back is saying, no, wrong direction. Take more off, don't put any back on. No. Anyhow. Should be hearing some conchorns any minute now. I expect we'll hear some of that here pretty soon. Everybody is getting all ready for the sun to set. So, come on, come on. You're in the way again, dog. So, let me see what I missed in the chat while that was going on. Let's see. Okay. I used to put my little Honda Gen in an open top cooler box on top of the camper. It would throw almost all the noise straight up. Yeah, it would, but it would also recycle the exhaust back in, sucking that back down into your carburetor. That's probably not a good thing either. So, Percocet will ease back pain. Percocet, yeah, well, I don't have any drugs like that. I try not to take any drugs. I've done enough damage to my kidneys and my liver as it is, so I try to abhor taking any pain meds. I try to avoid it at all costs. Earlier today, while I was cleaning and taking pictures, I closed the door between the salon and the bathroom. The boat has a sliding door that can slide up and separate that. So if somebody's in the bathroom, they have privacy. The rest of us sitting here in the salon aren't looking at them while they're on the head. Anyhow, I pulled the door closed, and boy, did it freak out Miss Lily. She was just all boogered by that. She did not like that door being closed at all. So that kind of weirded her out, but it's all good, isn't it? She wanted to go down below. Now she's standing down below staring at me like, why aren't you down here with me? Come on, let's watch a movie or something. Oh well. I had to just open myself up my last beer for the day. Number 2 and the last one. And it really is the last one. I drank way too much beer the other day. Thought I was only going to have a couple, but then I ended up having another and another and another. And then, of course, I was up all night peeing as a result of it, but hearing conchorns blowing. Let me get turned around here. We've got the sun setting directly behind us again. Now the wind's swung us around. See if I can't give you guys a little better, there you go, a little better view of it. You can hear all the conchorns blowing. Let me see what I missed there in the chat. We use an old 8-foot Boston whaler. I put fire hose around the whole rub rail. Makes a nice fender. Well, yeah, it can. But then people are always concerned about how that's attached, and where that's attached, will that scratch their boat? Because, that stuff has to be, screwed on or somehow attached, and so therefore you're just creating more points to scratch the surface with. So just not a good idea. They're just not a good idea. I know there's a lot of people in the harbor running around in Boston whaler type boats, but I know a lot of the other people that have nice sailboats or bubble boats and little ribs and stuff. They're not too keen on them. Not too keen on them at all. I have heard disparaging words spoken about people with rigid, dinghies and stuff. So, do have to kind of laugh. I'm sitting out here with, I actually do have long pants on, but very lightweight long pants and a t-shirt. Everybody I saw today while I was out walking the dog was all bundled up in fleece and wool and coats on and socks and hats and gloves. And meanwhile, it was only 61 degrees this morning. These guys were all bundled up like it was a new ice age. In fact, there's a fella sitting on a boat over here next to me, and I noticed he's got long sleeve shirt, long pants on, and a hoodie on over the whole thing. So, Alex Trebek has cancer. Oh, that sucks, man. He's a nice guy. Huh. That's a bummer. Okay, I can't hold that up there any longer. I gotta turn you guys around. Okay. Okay. So, I haven't had any complaints. Well, that you're aware of. People aren't going to say anything to you. They won't. People aren't like that. Most people aren't like that. Most of the cruisers I know aren't like that. Most of the people I know that live on boats, and I mean 99.99% of them, they're really decent people. They're good folks. Well, that sounded like a gunshot. I just heard what sounded like a gunshot. Maybe someone fired off a cannon. Some people will do that on their sailboats. They'll shoot off a cannon at sunset. Didn't sound loud enough to be a cannon, though. But I guess it all depends on how far from me it is. In this harbor, there's such a constant turnaround with people. People coming and going all day long. So, every day. All of the people that are traveling to and fro. This is a big funnel point. A lot of people will come into Buki Harbor en route to wherever. And then some people, stick here. Some people get here thinking they're only going to be, like Diesel Don. He was telling me the other day, he came in here with the plans of being here for 3 weeks. 7 years later, he's still here. Stuff like that happens. I know quite a few people that'll get in here and then, while I'm here, and the problem is it's comfortable and it's convenient and it's easy. All the services you want are right there at the city marina. You got a place to park your car. You got a place to get your mail delivered. You've got good bathrooms and good showers and a nice community. And, it's just the tiki hut there to use. The pump out service here makes it easy. It's just all these facilities running around the harbor just make life here so comfortable and so easy for people that it's not a big surprise to me how many people come here and then just stay. There's another place that I'm aware of on the West Coast, very much like that. In Mexico, on the peninsula, there's a place called La Paz, L-A-P-A-Z, which cruisers jokingly refer to as La Paz. And that's another spot where a lot of people will just go there and swallow their anchor. They'll make their way down the coast, they'll get to La Paz and just decide to hang out for a year or 2 or 5. So I hope about Alex will win his fight. Oh, I hope so too, Marie, yeah. Only the rocks live forever, kids. None of us get out of this alive. So, not to say anything disparaging against Alex Trebek or anybody else for that matter, but that's the reality of it is none of us are going to get out of this alive. We're all going to die. Sooner or later. I'm 60 years old, so I'm getting up in those years. Things are beginning to start looking imminent, Going to be what it's going to be. Stage 4 pancreatic, pledge to fight. All right, good deal. Well, let's have some prayers for him then today if we can, all right? Marina's nice for summer. Okay, yeah. Huh. Oh, someone's sneaking up on me, coming up from behind. Oh, okay. Guy's running out here to his little sailboat. I'll turn around so you can see him. See him in his little dinghy. He's heading out to the anchorage, I think. His dinghy's sort of weird. His engine's at a real strange angle. So, 36 degrees of bikini weather in Missouri. Spring, please show up. There you go, Marie. It's coming. Oh, there's a boatload. Just coming off the back of that trawler. Tell you, nobody wanted to get in their dinghies and go anywhere this morning when the wind was blowing. It was a wet ride taking Miss Lily ashore, that's for sure. Oh, wow. Hey, guys. Oh. Dirty Dancing. Oh, Patrick Swayze? Patrick Swayze had that and was gone. Is that who you're referring to? Oh, I didn't know that. Diesel Don is cool. Yes, he is. So the ghost. So Ghost is now the ghost, huh? And Patrick Swayze also was the ghost in the movie Ghost. Makes you wonder if he's haunting anybody. Huh. Well, that sucks. I didn't know that. I don't usually spend too much of my time concerning myself with the coming and goings of people of celebrity. Hi today, 22 in Pennsylvania. There you go. We got up to a high of about 72 here. It was a cold day. Tomorrow will be warmer, and the day after tomorrow we'll be back to normal temperatures again. But it was nice. It was a good day to get work done around the boat. Wasn't hot. Didn't get hot and sweaty. So, yeah, stage 4 would be serious. Wow. Huh. Hello, dog. I have a visitor. R. Jelly showed his true side on King Show. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. All screws are hidden, nothing sharp exposed. Okay. His plane was actually sold to someone in Wisconsin. Whose plane? Whose plane? Alex Trebek's plane? Patrick Swayze's plane? Jimmy Buffett's plane? I don't know who you're talking about. Whose plane was sold to somebody in Wisconsin? See, that's the problem with the chat, is that sometimes I can be so far, Patrick Swayze, okay. I can be so far behind in having 3 different conversations with 10 different people. So my brother-in-law, who is now gone, prostate cancer, was in the same Class A Alex McGill University. Oh, cool. Well, maybe something in the water there at McGill University, huh? 2 people that went to school in the same grade, they both got the same cancer. Not enough to be conclusive, but something worth investigating, I would imagine. Well, it's going to be another bumpy night here on the boat. It's going to be another bumpy night. We're going to be bouncing around pretty good with this wind blowing. I think it's going to pick up again this evening a little bit. It was rocking and rolling this morning. I know when I took Miss Lily in to go to do her business this morning inshore, there were a lot of boats around the harbor and nobody was in their dinghies going into shore today. And usually there'd be a bunch of people going in at that time. You know, it's usually 8 or 9 of us pulling in at one time, but I didn't see anybody this morning, so the answer should be in the form of a question. There you go, Gavin. Yeah, that's right, huh? That was always a good TV show. I always enjoyed Jeopardy. Well, I guess we got to make room for the new kids coming in, you know? All of us old geezers got to get the hell out of the way. Make room for the new people coming in. Huh. Dog, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You just gonna stand there blinking? You're gonna go get on the dinghy. Okay. She jumped down. She jumped down and got on the dinghy. Dog, now what are you doing? She's restless tonight. Restless dog. Anyhow. Well, guys, not much to talk about. What is going on here, obviously, I can't share with people. What I can share, really nothing exciting going on to talk about. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Got 2 people looking at the boat tomorrow, so maybe we'll have big news to announce tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe we won't. We'll see. But in any event, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this here. And dinghy going by and just see what goes. No, Dan, I'm not giving any hints to anything. Not giving an inch on any of it. Not giving an inch. I'm no longer going to put myself in a position where these trash people, these lousy, low-life scumbags can interrupt me or what I'm doing anymore. So, just is the way it is. Anyhow, kids, listen, it's getting dark and it's getting cold up here. I'm going to get in down below out of the wind. So, you guys be good and be careful. Take good care of one another. Remember, in the link in the description down below, there's a link to my PayPal should you want to contribute to the Advantage. And actually, I do need to get fuel. I've been putting it off, but I'm about out of gasoline for the generator and for the dinghy. So I need to do about a $40 dinghy ride. If anybody is so inclined to donate some gas money, that would be great. User dinghies often using inflatable ribs. Another channel just switched. Nice to see you, Kim. Yeah. 90% of the cruisers use the inflatable rib style dinghy. It's what you use. It's the right boat. So it's the right thing. It's the right thing for the right job. Anyhow, and then also underneath the link to my PayPal, there's a second link to PayPal. Should you click on that one, it'll take you to a place in PayPal where you can set up your own PayPal card linked through my account. Not through my account, but through my referral, I should say. And if you do it through the link on my channel, you'll be able to go there, get yourself set up with a PayPal card. You put $40 into your PayPal account, and PayPal will give you $20 more. So you put in 40, you'll have 60. Hey, that's a case of beer or, enough gas to fill your lawnmower or something, So it's a good deal. And they also give me $20 for taking the time to, there you go, use the PayPal prepaid link. Thank you, Pilot. Yep. So please go ahead and do that. You make some money, I make some money, everybody's happy. PayPal gets a new client. It's a win-win for everybody. So, dog. Anyhow, so think about using that if you can. That'd be great. And if you can contribute a little gas money tonight, that'd be great. Hit up the PayPal and do that. That'd be awesome. But I'm going to go ahead and end this here and get down below. So, kids, you guys be good. You guys be careful. Take